Immigration clearly has benefits for the country. I believe that very strongly. I believe it as the son of two immigrant parents. I believe it when you look at our economy, our culture, our society. But immigration also has costs as well. And those costs aren't evenly distributed across the society. They affect some people more than others. And the particular thing that I'm talking about in this speech is the issue of our economy and immigration, and how what we saw, particularly from Eastern European migration, was the collision of that with a labour market that was too often nasty, brutish and short-term. And that led to real costs for some working people in Britain. For the future, I'm very clear that we've got to change the way our labour market works. Labour's got to change its approach on immigration, being more cautious, for example, when we open up to new countries in the European Union about needing transitional controls. But we've also got to change the way our economy works. So we properly enforce the minimum wage, don't allow people to be exploited and wages to be undercut. We ensure that recruitment agencies can't just recruit from Eastern Europe solely, but are open to workers from this country, from working people in this country. And also we look at the sectors where there's particularly high prevalence of migrant labour and say, well look, are there ways in which we can train people in Britain to have the skills to at least get a fair crack of the whip in those areas? So it's about Labour changing its approach to immigration, understanding there are costs as well as benefits, continuing to be an open country, but in a way with obviously proper controls, and understanding those costs, and changing our economy so that the impact of immigration is fair. And I think this is the right approach for the future. Finally, it's about this. It's not making promises to people that we can't keep. I'm not going to promise British jobs for British workers because I don't think we can deliver it. And I'm not going to promise either, or pretend either, as this government tends to do, that a cap covering 3% of migration to this country can somehow solve all the problems that exist.
Can you convince people that this isn't a lurch to the right by the Labour Party or an attempt to exploit an issue which Labour's in the past not had very much traction on?
It's absolutely not about that. It's about talking about the issues that concern working people and indeed people right across this country, talking about them in a measured way, talking about the benefits of immigration, but also talking about what we can do to secure public consent for the immigration that takes place in this country, and to ensure we change our economy so that it works for working people.